shit is popping, girl. Body on 10, damn, you got it, girl. You gotta boss up. Getting them checks, living your best. Racks up. Oh, keep walking with confidence. Effortlessly, you let them know who is in command. You just that and more. Don't forget it. God worked hard on you for sure. Lexus, Exodus. Shout out to my exes.
Y'all black females out here, y'all don't understand the struggles of being a black man out here in America and not knowing whether or not you gonna make it home to your children every night because of the police gunning you down.
But don't y'all be out here gunning each other now?
Okay, but we ain't talking about that.
Hell, don't y'all be rapping about killing each other in music?
We ain't talking about that either. We can talk about killing each other in rap music, but we don't like the police killing us. Stay on subject, woman.
You brought up your kids. Tyrone, you don't even see your kids.
And then, yeah, I be trying to see my kids. You know my baby mamas be tripping because I don't want to be with none of them, so they be holding my kids from me. You know that.
Okay, but your baby mama saying you don't give them no child support either.
Okay, but I still be going out my way to try to see them.
They live 5 minutes from my house, Tyrone.
That is out my way, woman. See, y'all, that's why we don't like y'all black women's mouths. Y'all run y'all mouth too much. Y'all always bringing up stuff that's irrelevant.
Well, was you cheating on me irrelevant?
I only cheated on you 10 times. You act like I do it every day, bruh. See, that's why we date women of other races, man.
Hey, boos, hey. It is Lexus Exodus, leader of the Black Women Exodus. How are y'all doing? And like always, if you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe. Please share. Please comment in the comment section. Let me know that you're listening. Also, if you enjoy listening to my content on the go, the show is now available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts for audio listeners. Go check out my Patreon community where you can get access to bonus episodes and exclusive content and also a private community of like-minded divested women. It is linked below. Please also follow me on social media platforms. You can check me out everywhere on all platforms at Lexus Exodus. I also have a backup channel just in case something happens to this one. It is called LexX. That's LEXEX. You can find all of this information in the description below. This is another installment of my series called the Blackistan Zoo, where we profile the dusty derelicts, crazy creatures, and animals in Blackistan. Tonight, I want to discuss Misogynoir. Okay. And I want to discuss how pervasive Misogynoir is within the Black community, specifically as it pertains to Kevin Samuels' death. So first, let's define and discuss what misogynoir is. So we all know misogyny is the hatred of women. Well, misogynoir is specifically pertaining to Black women. So it's specifically related to the dislike, contempt, and ingrained prejudice specifically against Black women. All right. So misogynoir is even more vile than misogyny. So this term really illustrates the intersectionality aspect of Black women's experience, right? So not only do we experience a different adversity because we're women, so we experience a different life because we're women, but we also are a double minority. So we have unique challenges that we experience as Black women. And this is very prevalent within Blackistan. Misogynoir is deeply rooted within Blackistan. And it's very influenced by misogynoir. Whack men and a lot of Black women, to be honest, have this deep-seated hatred and disdain towards Black women and girls. And this was especially illustrated after the death of Karen Samuels. So that's what I want to talk about tonight. Okay, so now that we know what misogynoir means, I want to look at how this was specifically illustrated after the passing of Karen. Okay, so we know that Karen Samuels was an awful human being. He just was. He was misogynistic. He was disgusting. He was misogynoiristic. He would call Black women ugly. He would say that they are fat. They'll die alone. He even indicated that Black women lie about physical and sexual abuse. Remember, he talked about how we shouldn't believe Black children who say they've been SA'd and R-worded. Well, in case you forgot, here's the kitten's highlight reel of the best effed up moments in his short-lived YouTube career.
10 years from now, your daughter comes home and says, Kevin looked at me getting out of the shower. What happens next?
The relationship will have to end.
It will be over. Why would you not question your child? I do not see women being abused. I don't see Black women being physically abused.
Best course of action is to slap a woman.
The only thing we need you for is reproduction. We want you for sex. But see, even then, a lot of times those guys have pages or squires. Those young boys were sexual companions to these men as well.
I think I look nice.
I think you look fat.
I'm juicy. I already know that.
That's not the word I would use. Hold on. Don't. So you're about the size of a fullback. Big Shirley. A 300-pound high school graduate with a baby. You're lucky to have somebody even dealing with you, especially somebody at his level. Pay attention and listen. Not multitasking, because you guys don't tend to be the best at paying attention. Black women, you have a problem. Her name is Maria, but you're still saying, pick me. They don't want mid-30-year-old baby mamas. You're average looking at best. You are the definition of average at best. Buy a dog and die alone. Well, look here, smart ass. I'm the fucking image consultant, and I'm about to make a real bad day for you if you don't check that smart ass mouth talking to a grown damn man. And you wonder why so many women end up getting abused and hand upside. That's what they got to deal with. This is the last warning, young lady, and it's gonna get real bad from here.
How's he gonna get bad?
Bitch, get off my phone.
Shout out to my exes.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow.
Keep Black women's names out your fucking mouth. I said, keep Black women's names out your fucking mouth. Seriously, guys. Are you tired of all the negativity and toxicity Black women are subjected to in media, music, and online? We are ridiculed, denigrated, and berated daily, and I'm sick of it. That's why I created a private safe space for Black women that focuses on divestment, development, and self-empowerment. My private Patreon is for Black women only, and is a community where we are affirmed, encouraged, supported, and uplifted. For the cost of a coffee, get access to my Patreon community, which consists of a private Discord group to connect with like-minded Black women, ad-free bonus content, exclusive private lives, and much, much more. You can check it out on patreon.com/LexisExodus. The link is also listed below.
Shout out to my exes.
Okay, so Kevin denigrated and degraded Black women regularly. Okay, so he called us ugly, undesired. He said that we were overweight. He said that we would die alone. He said women don't experience any type of intimate partner abuse. He said, do not believe in children that have been victimized by being R-worded and sexually abused. He also said that the world would be fine without women because men historically have the tendency just to sleep with little boys. He was disgusting. And he was specifically misogynoiristic and abusive and promoted the abuse towards Black women. So naturally, the Black women that were victims of this abuse and experienced this abuse were relieved to find out that he is now gone. Okay, Well, Blackistan is so heavily misogynoiristic and they hate Black women and girls so much. These fools proceeded to admonish and scold Black women for their reactions, even though they were valid reactions. So let's look at a few of these misogynoiristic responses that happened as a direct result of Kevin's passing and the misogynoir that's prevalent within the community. Okay. So let's look at Marlon Wayans' response after Kevin passed. He said, love him or hate him. He spoke his truth. We can view truth as hate, but sometimes his bold medicine didn't taste so sweet. And if you hate it, why tune in? Why call in? Because healing comes in many forms. His was some nasty ass tasting medicine. There's no right and wrong in this love ish. There's just discovery. Thank you for those you healed, and we forgive you if there were any damages because we know your intention was to heal. And honestly, you was hilarious. In this moment, I pray for you and your family and all those you've healed that can't call into your show. I hope you can heal more and reach more in heaven. Rest well. Appreciate you trying to hold on and express masculinity. This is that fuck shit I be talking about. So how are you going to say we forgive you in response to his abuse when you weren't being emotionally and verbally abused by this man? That would be like, I don't know, an Irish person telling the KKK, I forgive you for the abuse that you directed towards the Black community. Does that make any sense to y'all? Because it don't make any damn sense to me. The math ain't mathin'. He's talking about healing. Karen definitely inflicted much more hate and much more damage and inflicted much more pain than he did healing. Okay. But what do we expect? Because this is the misogynoir that I'm talking about that's so heavily prevalent within the Black community. Okay. So this man happens to be a part of the same family, the Wayans brothers, that perpetuated very harmful stereotypes of Black women back in the day, perpetuating this trope about us being loud and ghetto with characters like Wanda and Dashiki regularly on their movies and television shows. Collectively, all of these dusties are misogynoiristic. Okay, so they're able to look past this bullish and they're able to say, even though this man was vitriolic and disgusting and disparaged Black women on a regular basis, they're able to turn the other cheek. And he forgives Karen on our behalf, Black women. It's okay now because Marlon said it. It's okay. Rest in peace, kitten. Child, I can't. So I also want to look at D.L. Hughley's response to Karen passing. So he wrote, it's sad that R. Kelly would get warmer condolences than Kevin Samuels is getting. R.I.P. Team DL. Child. So first off, throw both these niggas away. They both can rot in hell as far as I'm concerned because one is a PDF file and the other promoted not believing children who were victimized by PDF files. So you could throw both of them away. They can both burn as far as I'm concerned. Okay. But we got to look at where this message is coming from. So this is D.L. Hughley. This is the same Dusty who referred to Black women as nappy-headed hoes in the past. He's also a notorious womanizer and he cheats on his wife. So much so that he even birthed a baby outside their marriage and openly talked about how he was relieved when the baby passed away shortly after. Furthermore, this Dusty also talks about how he didn't believe his own daughter when she said that she was R-worded by a family friend. Okay, so D.L. Hughley is a misogynoirist. He hates Black women like the rest of them. So, of course, he's coming to Kevin's defense, even though this man was very problematic. Same thing with Joe Budden. So let's look at his response to this F-ish. So Joe Budden writes, it's disgusting what some of y'all do when death occurs. Okay. No, Joe Budden. What's disgusting is beating on women as a grown-ass man. You're a woman beater. You have a documented history of abusing women. What's disgusting is sitting on your pregnant girlfriend's stomach and causing her to miscarry. Come here, Esther Baxter. That's disgusting. You hate women, asshole. So, of course, you're going to agree with this nigga after he passes. And you don't get to denigrate Black women for being relieved when their abuser is put to rest. You disgusting eggnog. Okay. Also, rapper T.I. had the nerve to admonish Black women at their response to Kevin's death.
Who we got? Actually, I'm gonna just give you some time. I'm gonna give you some time. I'm gonna give you a little time. I'm gonna give you a little time. Because I don't like every time y'all bullying a dead man, basically. You ganging up on a dead man. A travesty of justice. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Ain't gonna let y'all bully this dead man. We're gonna let this man rest in peace. Whatever he did it and he gone. He got away with it. Yeah. That's between him and God. Him and the Lord gonna have to deal with it. You ain't got no heaven or no hell to put him in. Just see. Let me see what we got. What we got?
Child, I cannot. So T.I. admonishes Black women for quote unquote bullying Karen Samuels. For bullying the person who punched down and disparaged Black women on a regular basis, who denigrated and degraded Black women on a regular basis, who bullied Black women on a regular basis, who called them linebackers, who asked what their BMI is and proceeded to denigrate them, playing Humpty Dumpty music and calling them Big Shirley once they said that their BMI was higher than what he thought it should be. When he told women, you're average at best and you're going to die alone. After he finally kicks the bucket, because Black women are relieved that their abusers and their bully is gone, he's going to admonish Black women for bullying their bully. Child, I can't. And this is coming from T.I. And this fool never fails to surprise me and amaze me at how stupid he is and how dumb he is. It's almost like, you know, when scandals happen with celebrities, a lot of them will fall off the grid for a second. Like, look at Will Smith. He kind of like fell back, probably went to a private island somewhere and is, you know, recharging and getting off the grid so we can forget about his antics at the Oscars. Same with Travis Scott. We haven't heard much from him. He like, yeah, I'm gonna get out the limelight for a bit until this scandal blows over. T.I., stupid ass, doesn't understand. After you have a slew of sexual assault victims come out with allegations, you need to shut the F up. Shut the hell up. Like, where's your team? Coming from a marketing perspective, I'd be like, what the hell? Where's your PR team? You got too much damn money to be out here looking stupid like this. Like, no, you don't need abuser. You don't need to come to the defense of another abuser after he passes. And this is also the man who thinks it's okay to check his daughter's hymen to ensure that she's still a virgin. This is also the man who publicly denigrated and called a Black woman comedian a B and talked about her hair weave or some other stupidish and went viral for that recently. He is a misogynoirist and he hates Black women. So you need to shut the F up and have a seat. Sit down and eat your food, T.I. We don't care. Child. Okay. And then I also wanted to show you guys this post that T.I. also shared after Kevin's passing on his Instagram. Okay. So what we're looking at is a picture of Karen Samuels up in heaven with the halo in the clouds, with a speech bubble that says, and y'all still fat and average. No, Kevin, you're maggot food. No, Kevin, you're wearing a toe tag. No, Kevin, you're 6 feet under. And do y'all honestly think this man is flying up somewhere above with a damn halo as much as he terrorized innocent women while on Earth? Child, I can't, but these men are misogynoirists. So anytime that you denigrate and disparage and knock Black women down a peg, these fools will uplift you. They're on code. Anytime you throw Black women under the bus, anytime you ruin and tarnish their image, anytime you tell them about themselves, these men will celebrate you and uplift you because they're misogynoirists collectively. Okay? If that wasn't bad enough, even the Black church came out collectively in defense of Karen and admonish Black women for expressing their relief that this man was gone. Child. So let's look at this post. Okay. So this is posted from the National Black Church Initiative. And it says NBCI wants to send a stern moral warning to all Black people, especially Black women who are disrespecting Mr. Kevin Samuels. He can't even spell. These niggas is so mother effing dumb. Like, how hard is it to spell Samuels? He put Kevin Samuels. I can't, but this is that nigga Lee's Blackistan bull-ish. But he says, who are disrespecting Mr. Kevin Samuels on his untimely death. It is both wrong and evil to speak ill of the dead. The Black church would like all to stop being so disrespectful to the child of God. This is someone's son and brother. How would you like for others to speak ill of you or your family at the lowest time of your life? Stop it now. Signed, Reverend Anthony Evans. And this is the F-boy who penned this bullish ass message. Boy, fuck you. Seriously, fuck you. Like, and this is why I preach a holistic approach in divesting. So Black women, you need to divest from everything that doesn't serve you, including the Black church. And not even including the Black church, I should say, especially the Black church. As a matter of fact, after divesting from dusties, the very next thing I divested from is the Black church. Because this rhetoric, this religious rhetoric that's rooted in misogyny and misogynoir is dangerous. Okay? These dusty Christian nignogs are worse than Pookie and Ray Ray. Because at least Pookie and Ray Ray are upfront about they bullish. They'll tell you openly women ain't ish but hoes and tricks, that they don't give a F, that they dogs. Well, these pulpit Pookies, like Reverend Anthony Evans, they'll smile in your face and pretend like they like you, Black women. Because you're single-handedly responsible for sustaining the livelihood of the Black church. But they are really wolves in sheep clothing. Talk about misogynoir, y'all. Like, the Black church is a nasty cesspool of misogynoir. It's the epitome of that ish. This is the same church that Black women uphold single-handedly on our backs to the point that the church is raking in collectively $400 billion a year from us. But when you struggling financially with your kids, Black women, they will simply tell you, we gonna pray for you. Leave it at the altar. God gonna handle it. It's like, oh, well, can you, in addition to praying for me, can you also write a check? Y'all, this the same church that will tell you to remain with a dusty who done gave you chlamydia and herpes and all sorts of STDs and who done had side babies on you because you're married and Jesus says you should forgive 7 times over. This is the same church that will tell you, Black women, to stay with your abusers. You got a black eye wearing sunglasses in the church. Like my old pastor said to me, this is the same church that will turn a blind eye to the pastor being a pervert and having a proclivity towards little girls and boys. This is that church, just vile and disgusting, y'all. And just in case you're unclear, they hate you, Black women. And I don't know how else to say it. I know that's harsh, but you need to believe people's actions and not their words. They'll preach this message of love, but behind closed doors, they are nasty and misogynistic. This guy is talking about it's wrong to speak ill of the dead. And it's wrong to be disrespectful about children of God. This is someone's son and brother. But it's okay for you to regularly disparage my sisters and my daughters and my mother, who are also children of God. It's okay for you to speak ill of the living. And he also spoke ill of the dead and also spoke nasty and disgusting about several prominent Black women who are dead. Just hypocritical, just nasty, just vile and disgusting. Because, and I said they hate you. You got to be full of hatred to be silent when the Black women who uphold your congregation single-handedly. Because we know dusties collectively, they're not in the Black church. They not there every Sunday. They not there at the church fish fry. They not there at Sunday school. They not there at Wednesday Bible study. They not there at all the retreats. No, Black women collectively make up the church. You gotta have a deeply rooted disdain for Black women to say nothing when a man is promoting and actively engaging in the abuse of your church members. Okay? But when their abusers die, you turn around and lecture them about their response. Y'all make it make sense. But it's misogynoir, y'all. It's misogynoir. Just disgusting. There were other dusty nignogs who were prominent who came to the defense of this fool. So rapper Young Thug, some other, what's the guy who used to manage Meg the Stallion and stole all her money, and now he's talking about how she lying about getting shot by Tory Lanez. They all hate Black women. They all do collectively. Okay, so I wanted to look at the stark difference between Blackistan's misogynoiristic response to Kevin's death and then other communities' response to him dying. And shout out to Bossy Empress who shared this video on her channel. Please check her out. She's a dope content creator who shares BWE content, but from her unique perspective as an adult worker. And I think it's very, very interesting and very engaging. So please check her out. But I want y'all to look at this video where white men who are in the white manosphere respond and reacted to Kevin's passing. And the person who originally posted this is called Undead Chronic, if you want to view this full video.
He was alive, but never lived. He died, but never lived. Kevin Samuels, who will always be known to me as the fashion simp, has unfortunately passed away. Do I feel sadness at his passing? No. Do I feel joy at his passing? No. Why would I be happy that a man whose only purpose was found in women never found anything else? Kevin Samuels, the man who finally made it big at the age of 57 by shilling and stopping streams for likes on YouTube, has passed away. Here's from a news story. According to multiple reports, the Atlanta Police Department said officers were called to an apartment on Thursday morning regarding a person injured. By the time the police arrived, first responders were performing CPR on Samuels. Other outlets report that Samuels met a woman Wednesday night, took her back to his home, and in the morning, he complained of chest pain. The woman, who says she's a nurse, tried to help him before he collapsed on top of her, prompting her to call 911. So Kevin Samuels, with his millions of dollars of YouTube shekels, could not find the time or the resources to see a cardiologist. Instead, he met Atlanta nurses who were aged, I think she was 32-year-old Atlanta nurses to take home to bang. At least Kevin Samuels did what he most loved doing in life, laying down with foreign women who were not the mother of his children, laying down with low-value thoughts to give himself some kind of semblance of importance. Because surely, if a 32-year-old nurse who you pick up from a club on Wednesday night would bang you, your life must mean something. Kevin Samuels, your life meant absolutely nothing to me. You had no positive impact on the culture. You scammed men. You scammed women. And before anybody comes in here with that Godfather bullshit talk, it is not that hard to get fat single mothers on your show and to make a fool of them. Someone told me, but Kevin Samuels called that woman average at best. Doesn't that mean something? No, it doesn't. Kevin Samuels owning entitled single mother feminists is like Undead Chronic knocking out a toddler with Down syndrome when it's sleeping. It is not impressive. So what did Kevin Samuels do that was impressive besides lying about being a chemical engineer, besides lying about being a high-value businessman, besides trying to matchmake non-virgin women with black men? Actually, I can't think of anything. It's a facade. Your entire life was to look alpha, was to look like a turbo Tyrone. Now, where are you at now? Where are you at now, kid? What's your purpose? You have no purpose. You're like a dog chasing its own tail. So where the fuck are you at now? Oh, you got talked about on TMZ? Congratulations. You must have felt fulfilled. At least people on TMZ talked about me. Yeah, maybe if you listen to intelligent men who value things besides pussy, you'd have been informed to keep up your current health care, and you wouldn't be having heart attacks with 32-year-old nurses who are completely useless on top of you. The one useful application from Kevin Samuels' life is for me to hold it up to men as an example. Do you want to spend your life desperately chasing pussy? Do you want to acquire resources for the sole mission of obtaining pussy? Do you want to scam and lie to men so you can make more money and get more low-quality pussy? No, you don't. You don't. I could have been a lot meaner in this video, Kevy. I could have been a whole lot meaner. But this is a serious conversation. What a wasted life. What a wasted life. Let's hope nobody else wastes their life off his bullshit advice.
Child, I cannot. I can't. So he didn't call him unimpressive. Why is that? He called him a fashion simp, a scammer. He called him Turbo Tyrone. He said, you have no purpose in life. Kevin, you were like a dog chasing your own tail. Child, he said if Karen valued his health more than chasing puss, he wouldn't be 6 feet underground, eating dirt. Child, Zaddy is dragging, and I'm here for it. I've said this before, y'all. Dusties are a joke. They think they are mainstream. They really believe that they are alpha. They think that they are high value. They think they sound intelligent and masculine. Meanwhile, real men are laughing. They think you are a joke, Dusty. They are judging you. They think you look silly. This man done dragged, y'all. He done dragged this fool. And I bet you, though, you're not going to see any death threats directed towards him. You not. Because Dusty Nignar's got all the smoke for Black women who have said anything critical about this fool. But Black men are cowards. They like to punch down. But when they are in the same room as a real man who is a man, they cower in the corner. Real men who are men call a thing. They understand how harmful and how foolish and how damaging the rhetoric Kevin was spewing was. Okay, but Blackistan is so damn misogynoiristic, they can't wait for the first opportunity to pounce on disparaging Black women. That's how they are. They always want to co-sign it. You could be Hitler himself. If you talk about Black women, they're going to all of a sudden turn into Hitler supporters. Well, he wasn't that bad. Well, he also did some good things too. That's what they're going to say. That's what they're going to say about Adolf Hitler. If he started disparaging Black women, if he wasn't 6 feet under and he started to disparage Black women, or if they found some type of like old historical documents where he was talking negatively about Black women, all of a sudden these niggas gonna be Nazis. That's how stupid and foolish they are. Yo, I can't escape from this community, y'all. Divest. I am so serious, y'all, because this is nonsense. This is why I'm such a major proponent of divestment, because these people will beat you mercilessly, mentally, physically, and emotionally. They'll abuse you sexually. Then they'll shame you into silence if you dare to try to mention being in pain. Then when you are finally forced into submission and you decide to remain silent, they'll simply say you enjoyed it. Y'all, at this point, divestment isn't an option. It's something imperative for your sanity. And that's it. All right. That's all I got. Until next time. See you guys. Bye.
I don't give a fuck. Even if you think I should, bitch. Nigga, I don't give
if y'all come across a red iPhone, can you please bring it to the sound stage? Red iPhone, appreciate it.